My mama talking to me, trying to tell me how to live. Wow, did you hear that crowd? And they give us a standing ovation, man. We're gonna have a bad band. We had them eating right out of their hands. Huh? Wow, we're gonna be big, man, really big, man. We're gonna like be bigger than Ruben and the Jets, man, I bet you. Shoot. All we gotta do is keep practicing, man, you know? Like, just keep it together. Wow. I feel good, man. Wish we could have something to celebrate, man.
Here it is, the Bako Tunes podcast with Matt Munoz. Audio brought to you by Chain Cone Clark.
If you know me and you know my community role in Bakersfield, you know that I am a champion of local music, not only as a musician myself, but as somebody who has covered the Bakersfield music scene for many, many years as a journalist and as an active participant. And this gentleman that I have in studio is he's also one of those community members of the Bakersfield music scene who's been an active member as a band of his own, from Ritual to Romance. If you're saying, hey, I remember that band, yes, you should, because that means that you are still active in the Bakersfield music scene. You've been following it. Well, he left town. He's come back into town. He's given back. He's active again. And he is throwing a wonderful fest, an amazing freaking rockin' fest called Fest at Tembler Brewing. It's the number 4, Fest 4 at Tembler Brewing on Saturday, September 2nd. I want to welcome back into the studio with me, across from me, Mr. Ruben Val Verde. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing great, man. God, man, it's been a long time. Like, when I found out that you were actually back in Bakersfield, it was a name that I hadn't heard for a while. Now, I know that, I want to kind of do a little catch up with you, but Fest is going on. Saturday, September 2nd, we got Fest 4. Give me the breakdown.
Saturday, September 2nd, Fest 4 at Tembler Brewing. There's going to be 4 stages. 3 of them are going to have bands all day long. The 4th stage is featuring poetry and some acoustic acts. We're going to have local craft vendors. Tembler's going to be doing some drink and food specials all day. We brought out a bunch of cool acts this year. We brought out Andres and Fatty Cakes, who came out last year. We're bringing out a heavy band from Fresno, Scoundrel. Blade Trip, he's done a bunch of our DJ nights, and he's bringing his original set. Sherry Domingo, they were recently on tour with Movements, and then, of course, our headliner, Hello Goodbye.
If you're listening right now we are primarily a hip-hop station, but when festivals like this come to Bakersfield, especially they have local ties. They're just not like a Warped Tour, like a traveling thing. You don't know what you're going to get. But when something is curated with local music as kind of like the focus of it, we want everybody to go out to this festival to discover new music, because you just never know what's going on. But before we get to the Fest, I just want to rewind a little bit back to Ruben Val Verde. Okay, so Ruben, you were involved in the Bakersfield music scene in
2005
with your band From Ritual to Romance. If that name rings a bell, it's because you were probably on MySpace.
Yeah.
And like many of us, but how old were you? How old were you back then, like when you formed a band?
I was 20 because I remember I had my 21st birthday at Studio 99.
Studio 99, which was right off Buck Owens Boulevard?
Yeah, right off Buck Owens, like a block away from where Tembler currently is.
Yeah. That's when, Bakersfield's rock music scene was very vibrant. So if you had a young band at the time, chances are you were probably playing at places like Studio 99, which is just a stone's throw really from Tembler Brewing. So it's almost like you're coming home.
Right.
But since you returned back to Bakersfield, you got involved with Eddy Numbskull shows. Tell me how that relationship got hooked up.
So when I started playing in my band, and then I started booking my own shows, like our own local shows, some of them did really well, and then I don't know if you remember, but I took over Jerry's for a little bit after John, and then when I took over Jerry's, I met Eddie, and he was sending shows to Jerry's. So I'd run it, I'd give him the breakdown after, like, here's how many tickets, blah, blah, blah.
And so this was back then?
Yeah.
This was way back then?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. The seed was already planted within you. So, like, if I'm gonna have my own band From Ritual to Romance, which was, describe the band to the listeners who may not be familiar with the...
So the old band From Ritual to Romance, we were a post-hardcore screamo band.
That was big. I mean, and it's still big, really, right? Like in an underground?
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a new revival of that style of music. The record's still on Spotify.
Yeah.
Every now and then I get the 4-cent deposit of Spotify royalties. But yeah, it's still on Spotify. The album was Plan A disguised as Plan B. I had a lot of fun. We'd open for a bunch of huge bands like 30 Seconds to Mars and Taste of Chaos Tour.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Now tell me, like, okay, so way back then, it was when you could actually do a lot of contests. Like there was like Battle of the Bands, but it was just like vote for us, this and that. And I remember you guys won a Monster Energy or a Rockstar Energy contest.
Yeah, so we won that. That was the Rockstar Taste of Chaos Tour. So we opened for, it was 30 Seconds to Mars, The Used, Census Failed, Chiodos, and then we won the opening slot.
That's crazy. And where was that? Where was the concert held at?
It was the Selland Arena in Fresno.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, it was like 6,000 people. It was crazy.
Wow, that's where I saw Prince. That was huge, man. Like,
yeah, it was
so
crazy.
from 40 Seconds to Mars, Jared Leto, he'd come to town, right? I mean, like I said, if the name rings a bell from Ritual to Romance, you remember the Rock and Roots festivals that used to happen over there at Stramler Park. So it would be tons of bands. It would be like an all-day thing. And if you were a young person in Bakersfield at the time, that was the place to be. So we want to remind everybody, Saturday, September 2nd, Fest number 4 is going on at Temblor Brewing. Now let's get to Fest. What time does it start?
Doors are going to be at 11 a.m.
11 a.m. And what's the cost of admission?
$40.
$40. It's all ages,
all day, and no increased price at the door. It's $40 if you buy it right now online. It's going to be $40 at the door. No surprises when you get to the door.
Pre-purchase tickets, or is it just show up and pay?
You can buy tickets online at Eventbrite.
Eventbrite.com. It's secure. It's kind of the place to get your tickets these days, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of these bands. You mentioned like the headliners. Now let's kind of focus on some of the local bands. We talked off air about some of the groups that I recognize. I recognize Il Tiempo. They describe themselves as a rapcore reggae ska band. I would say it's more of like a rap kind of vato loco thing like that. Bandito rock, as they say. Contranistas, which is Dax, and then it's like a duo. They got like loop music. It's really cool. Rabbit Assault, punk rock. Modern Wives, kind of like a modern kind of pop rock, actually a little bit harder edge. I'm probably butchering your description, so pardon me. I try to keep up with as much as I can, but give me a rundown of some of the bands.
That's the thing about Fest is trying to keep it with a lot of local bands. We've got some of the younger bands too, like Dropping In.
Yeah. Pop
punk. They're
really
super
good.
Fun, good
really
kids.
Good.
And then Dancing Tommy. They're fun indie band with they've got a saxophone player.
Yeah.
They're so much fun.
And they're all siblings.
Yeah. Godspeed Your Love. They're a bunch of good kids.
Jesse Moreno's in it.
Yeah.
Is he the drummer?
Yeah, he's the drummer. And then Cameron's a singer. And I met him actually at Zoomies at the mall.
Jesse Moreno in Godspeed Your Love. He's also a DJ. He's part of the For You and I DJ collective.
Correct.
Yeah. Really great guy.
So then we also have a couple of hardcore bands on there, like Steel Will, Out of Line. Then we're bringing some Fresno bands over to try and like mesh the two scenes, because their scene's doing really well too.
Yeah.
And so we want to start like having bands where they can go play over there, and some of their bands can come play over here, and try and get a little more of a cohesive like Central Valley type scene, as opposed to just Bakersfield and just Fresno.
Oh yeah, well, and that's the one thing about working with Eddy Numbskull, is because he has such close ties. Now he started on the Central Coast, right? Is that his home?
Ventura.
Ventura. But he has always made a point of bringing bands, of connecting with Fresno. Which Fresno, if you've done any gigging over there, my band's done some shows over there back in the day, but it's very isolated. So the thing with Fresno is that the Fresno scene knows the Fresno scene, kind of like the Bakersfield scene only knows the Bakersfield scene. It's great to kind of have that. Like, you don't have to always travel to LA. We should be able to just kind of reciprocate with our support. Go to Fresno bands coming over here, because Fresno has some amazing bands. I remember I used to go see bands like Let's Go Bowling. Their punk rock scene is historic. Capital Punishment. And then you have Fatty Cakes and the Puff Pastries are from Fresno as well. Tell me about them.
Fatty Cakes and the Puff Pastries is an all female band. They're super fun. They have a glockenspiel player, I mean, they have dancers. They, do coordinated dances. Like I said, last year they played Fest. And I remember like, Fatty Cakes is playing, so I'm going to run downstairs. I ran downstairs, and there's just like dudes twerking downstairs. And I was like, this is a lot of fun. Like these girls are a lot of fun. You got
Jump from the Bluffs, which has a bass player. He used to be in, I think he plays guitar now. He used to be in Angry Asphalt Machine. You got Mike Peters and he's just Mike Peters. He's not going to have the Monsters?
He's going to have the Monsters too. But we tried to put it on the list, with the monsters, and it was just so small. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, just Mike Peters.
Yeah.
He's going to be traveling with the monsters. Beware the Sleeping Giant. You got Nessa P, who we talked about. When you have a band, it's kind of like your fun thing, your fun creative outlet. We're finding out that a lot of these musicians are school teachers, like some member of Make Mine Yours, Nessa P. They're good teachers. They're out there doing their thing, but they need a creative outlet. Fest is going down Saturday, September 2nd, 11 a.m. to midnight at Tembler Brewing. Let's play a couple tunes. What do you think we should play first to kind of set the tone for the fest?
I've been pumping Hello Goodbye's huge single "Here in Your Arms," which was big in the mid 2000s. And then I brought some tracks from Doc Samson, Carson Hill, and Andres. All
right, so we're going to play a little bit of each of those tunes right now. We'll play them in order. First track we're going to play, let's play a song by Hello Goodbye right here. What's the name of this song?
Here in Your Arms.
Here in Your Arms? Okay, you're listening to it right here.
I like where we are when we drive in your car. I like where we are here. Our lips can touch, and our cheeks can brush. Our lips can touch here. When you are the one who only lies close to me, whispers about I miss you quite terribly. I fell in love with you suddenly. That I so much else I could be leaving your arms. I like where you sleep when you sleep next to me. I like where you sleep here. Our lips can touch, and our cheeks can brush. 'Cause our lips can touch here. When you are the one who only lies close to me, whispers about I miss you quite terribly. I fell in love with you suddenly. That I so much else I could be leaving your arms. Our lips can touch. Our lips can touch here.
Okay, next track, we're going to play some Andres. What do we play by Andres?
We're going to listen to Anime Mommy.
Anime Mommy by Andres right here.
I'm walking up and calling like, who is she? She's got that blue hair and those ears just like a bunny. I don't walk up to you with some confidence, saying what up, woman, can I get your Instagram? And I accidentally like one of your lingerie pictures you took months ago when I was scrolling through my phone. Then I realized it was a cosplay of you dressing up like how you rose. You little mommy, can I get to know you? She likes to dress like Faye Valentine. I got you and I'm in loyal just like Misa Amane. I got you and I'm in control me like a gourmet. I'm sitting. I got you and I'm in mommy. Never put all my cards on the table like it's Sakura, baby. I got you and I'm in mommy.
So, like, has anyone ever called you a weeaboo before?
Mi casa es su casa. I'm your teco, you're my uraraka. I treat you like you were my Nessie,ko, my girl. Carry you around the world, be your protector. Yeah, I'ma just say it. You're sexy as fuck. You bonna ain't got shit on you, my love. If clothes fall off like your tamaki, we can turn this night into a hentai.
Wait, you watch hentai?
She likes to dress like Faye Valentine. I got you and I'm in loyal just like Misa Amane. I got you and I'm in control me like a gourmet. I'm sitting. I got you and I'm in mommy. Never put all my cards on the table like it's Sakura, baby. I got you and I'm in mommy. Yeah, demons are titan, Shigaraki or Frieza won't stop me from loving on you. Yeah, you might have thought all that talk about hentai was joking, but baby, it's true. She likes to dress like Faye Valentine. I got you and a make loyal just like Misa Amane. Yeah, I got you and a control me like a gourmet. And I'm simping. I got you and I'm in my way. I'ma put all my cards on the table like it's a cool baby. I got you and I'm in mommy.
And I know you sent me something by Doc Samson.
We're going to play Honey Baby.
Honey Baby by Doc Samson right here.
You've been on my mind, baby. You've been on my mind, baby.
My honey baby, she's the one that I want. A good for nothing, but for her, I'd go above and beyond. A couple of wrongs, never made up something that's right. There's butterflies in my gut, she's got me humming the songs, strumming along, dreaming about us under the stars. My kind of wonderful, that's what you are. Let's get lost in the night. This summer love has turned up where I belong. Let's cruise together, say forever with you under my arm. And if you're lonely, say you coming over. Won't let you go to pieces when I got a couple shoulders. We just going through the motions. Everything is golden. My little Magnolia got the whip wheels performing. There's no picnic trying to focus. Always looking gorgeous, hoping we can go the distance. Won't you get a little closer? Nosing out the perfect portrait. I can feel it in my soul. I set on foraging for dimes up until I found a fortune.
She told me, don't blame me for that look in your eye. I didn't mean to cast a spell on you. So sweet, it's just like honey, baby. One taste to leave you begging.
All right, let's do one more tune.
This is Europe by Carson Hill.
All right, Carson Hill, appearing at Fest Saturday, September 2nd, 11 a.m. to midnight at Tembler Brewing. Let's do this.
I got nobody but you. I will give it all just to see it through. Not a single thing that I wouldn't do. I will book a flight just to get to you. Tired of arguing, burning low on oxygen. I read a face from way back when. I ain't coming home, you mad again. Starting to feel like you don't know me now. I've been slipping out, don't make no sounds. I ain't got time, can't mess around. Set of fingers crossed, baby, that don't count. This is how it feel when I'm trying to upset you. Doing it deliberately, so nothing left unsaid, yeah. I don't really mean it when I hope you're doing better. Only hit you up for getting back my favorite sweater. I got nobody but you. I will give it all just to see it through. Not a single thing that I wouldn't do. I will book a flight just to get to you. What you need? Tell me what you need. All I need is peace and quiet from these fakes, so you agree. Give it all to my mama, disagree for you, not me. Sipping truly with your girlie, what a beauty, what a scene. I can't comprehend, can't keep pretending this isn't the end. All of the time that was left unspent, thought you gonna be there till the end. I got nobody but you. I will give it all just to see it through. Not a single thing that I wouldn't do. I will book a flight just to get to you. Oh, and my heart's in two. And my heart's in two. My highway right outside your house, I ride it all day. Shoulder feel a little loud, I pray to Yahweh. Let me douse you like a loon, I'm on a soiree. To my crib and get away, I wanna see you watching sway to demos. Screaming like a crazy fan, I just say, yellow. That's alright, you overtake, we on a two-way. You got some penis in the night, are you my, you way. Welcome to the water trial, yeah. That's my latex in your hair, what you up to? You my type and you my how with all that muscle.
All right, everybody, if you love those jams, you should go and get tickets right now. You go to Eventbrite for Fest 4. It's taking place Saturday, September 2nd, 11 a.m. to midnight. It's brought to you by the Plan B Company and Eddy Numbskull Presents. It's going down at Tembler right off of Buck Owens Boulevard. It's all ages, 11 a.m. to midnight, man. Do you think you should give actually like an award, maybe advance tickets to another show for somebody who actually stays there the entire day? As actually, you've got to be probably you.
Yeah. I'll be there all day. I'll be there from like 6 a.m. till midnight. So
one more time, I'm going to give everybody the rundown. You got Hello Goodbye, Andres, Fetty Cakes and the Puff Pastry, Scoundrel, Blade Trip, Sherry Domingo. You got Dancing Tommy. Oh man, Blade Trips, Il Tiempo, The Downsides, Contranistas, Niner, Rabbit Assault, Dead Set, Bohemians, With Liberty, Jump from the Bluffs, Mike Peters, Blue Music, Blue Poetry, Shantice Marie. I remember Shantice when she was in Hayesfield back in the day. Another one of those Bakotopia old school days. You remember that? And From Ritual to Romance. So do you think we'd ever see a From Ritual to Romance reunion?
I mean, I'd be down. Yeah, I just haven't heard from the guys in a long time.
Oh man. Oh hey, so everybody out there, all the former or current or kind of on standby, waiting to get that message from my brother Ruben right here saying, let's get the band back together. You heard it first right here on the Bako Tunes podcast. From Ritual to Romance, let's get a reunion. All right, everybody, it's all going down. Once again, I want to thank my guest, Ruben Val Verde. He is from the Plan B Company and Numbskull Presents. Fest 4 going down at Tembler Saturday, September 2nd, 11 a.m. to midnight. It's all ages. If you want to get a taste of all the current local scene and actually the Central Valley scene and have an opportunity to see your favorite local band play with some bigger names, that's the place to be. And it's also a tribute to Cody Anderson.
So when we started Fest, the very first one, it was creation of mine and Cody's. Cody was he was in a band called Half Moon Drive, and he was doing shows with me, and we were both doing shows together at all kinds of places around town. And then we had the idea for, well, it was the From Ritual Romance album release, and a bunch of bands hit us up and we're like, oh, we want to play it, And I was like, man, we have like 15 bands or, almost 20 bands that want to play it. And we thought, let's just let everyone play. It was going to be the album release, and we just put everybody on it, started at like noon. And then we couldn't think of a name for it, and Cody was just like, forget it, just call it Fest Fest. And I was like, oh, that actually works, Like we were using it as a working title for a little bit while we were planning it, and then we're like, you know what, let's just call it Fest Fest. And we went from there. But he passed a few years ago, so, I want to pay tribute to my friend that helped start this, and, every year, forever, Fest Fest will be dedicated to Cody.
So everybody, as he said right there, come out here, celebrate. If some of you out there, if you knew Cody, come out and celebrate his life, because you should never forget your friends, and you should never forget to support local music. We pride ourselves on the Bakersfield sound, and it doesn't always have to be country. We have so many sounds. If you're going back to like what Ruben was doing, from Ritual to Romance, you got that Screamo, Emo, Mento, we were doing the reggae ska thing. You got all these bands doing all kinds of experimental sounds, and I love it. The weirder, the crazier, the better as far as I'm concerned, because that's how you expand what the Bakersfield sound is supposed to be all about. That's what Merle did. That's what Buck Owens did. That's what everybody did. They didn't just kind of copy what Nashville was doing. They created a sound right here. So that's what Fest Fest is all about. Ruben, my brother, from Ritual to Romance, going all the way back, past to the present, Bakotopia and all that. Thank you so much for being on the Bako Tunes podcast.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, brother. Peace.
The Bako Tunes podcast with Matt Munoz. New episodes every week. And for the latest, be sure to follow us at Bako Tunes on Instagram and Twitter. That's BAKOTUNES. And be sure to like us, rate us, comment at us, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back next time.